Hi guys, it's Kai and welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be another hair tutorial. I took this hair from UNice Hair, which is this video's sponsor. They sent some straight 613 hair. As per usual, when I am doing crazy colors, it's just easier to start off with the blonde hair because you can just dye it to any color versus having to start off with natural colored black hair and then bleach it down. It's just easier to do it on blonde, right? So I took that hair and I decided to experiment with some different hair colors. I've never used this brand of hair color before. It's Arctic Fox, which I understand is pretty popular online. But you know, at my beauty supply store, I kind of go by the swatches of the colors when I'm just choosing what colors I want to get. And the Sallies around me do not have any swatches of the Arctic Fox hair color. Arctic Fox, if you're watching this, you need to go talk to your Sally's sales rep because I would have been buying these so long ago if only they had swatches in store. I tried to do a little rainbow moment on a wig some time ago. I just did not like it. I used like every single color in the rainbow thinking I was some hair artist and it just looked messy. It looked like I had put no thought into it. So I decided I'd try again and just stick to 3 colors and not try to be too ambitious. So I really like the way it looks. I was kind of inspired by like sunsets. The 3 colors I used were called Virgin Pink, Porange, and Neon Moon. See, the fact that the store didn't have swatches of these was kind of like, I was kind of going in a little bit blind because wouldn't this make you think that it's more a bubblegum pink, but this is like such a hot pink? And the orange looks like it would be like a super neon electric orange, but it was really more of like a peach color. Like I understand there's swatches online and on their Instagram page, but I've seen some people use this Neon Moon color and get like a lime green sort of yellow, but the color that I got was much closer to just a very soft bright yellow, which is actually closer to what I wanted. I was like, if it turns out green, I'm just gonna give up on life. I feel like I was like an angry white mom in a past life. Anyway, if you want to see how I achieve this color, then just keep watching. So you guys, this is the hair that arrived in the mail. I sewed it up into a wig off camera, so I'll link you guys a video I recently made showing all those details if you're interested in making one of these yourself. I love this hair, and the frontal especially, the lace was great quality. When it came to start dyeing it, I sprayed the lace with some got-to-be glued hairspray, which I've seen some people use to protect their lace. I still think after doing this that nothing beats Vaseline when it comes to protecting the lace from getting stained, but this stuff doesn't leave a residue behind like Vaseline does. It's definitely still possible to stain the lace, what with this crazy bright pink that we're using, but we're just gonna have to still be careful and not touch our brush all the way down to the very bottom of the hair. So I'm gonna section most of this hair up and start from the back like I always do, and I'm gonna jump in with the very first color, which is that Arctic Fox Virgin Pink. With the root color, I found that you have to work in these small sections in order to touch the base of every single weft, especially because at the corners where the wefts are folded up, it might be hard to get into all those little crevices. Be sure to flip it over and also get the bottom of the sections, really massage it in there and apply that color liberally. When deciding how far down you want the color to go, you have to factor in how long the whole wig is. I mean, mine is quite long, but I'm not gonna have each color take up 1/3 of the head. I wanted my pink and orange, like not even to take up half the head. I wanted the yellow really to take up most of it. But maybe you want your hair to be mostly pink and have the yellow just be at the tips. So it's up to you. But I started by working mostly with the pink and doing lots of the roots first. For me, I find it easier to work with one color at a time, so I'm not constantly switching between 3 different brushes and 3 different colors and worrying about cross-contaminating the colors. I went up like halfway up the wig before I decided to start adding the orange into it. When it comes to blending 2 colors together, it's first of all a good idea to use 2 colors that are already close together on the color wheel. My technique is just to overlap the colors. I don't do any of these fancy brush techniques or balayage. These colors already nicely melt together, and I love the way it turned out in the end. So I continued up the wig, adding more pink to the roots, and then after I had done a big section of pink, I would follow up with orange, and then I'll be doing the yellow last, after all the pink and orange is done. Unlike demi-permanent or permanent hair colors, the stuff that you mix with bleach, these semi-permanent colors that just go directly on the hair out of the tube, I find you can really take your time with them because it's not like it's developing or lightening the hair. So here's me dyeing the top of the wig, working in small vertical sections so I can really get close to the bottom of the hair, but being careful not to get directly onto the lace. The roots are the hardest part because of having to use the smallest sections and carefully having to tiptoe around the lace, but adding the orange and the yellow after was really easy after that. When I've added all the orange, I'll finally go in with the yellow, and here you see what I mean when I said you don't have to section off the hair as much now because it's pretty easy to get the ends. Those sections are kind of already there naturally from earlier. Try to use a clean brush and clean gloves too because this color is much lighter, and if you accidentally get the dark pink on it, you can't cover it up with the yellow. So just add that, overlapping a lot with the orange, and then you can let the finished wig sit for like at least 30 minutes is what it advertises, but I let it sit for I think like 3 hours. I saw LaRasia Andrea on YouTube saying that that helps avoid bleeding. It was also just very late at night and I went to bed and washed it out in the morning. This is the hair all washed and air dried. I'm gonna curl this with an 1.25 inch thick curling wand. I'm not pinning up the curls. I want some simple, big, loose waves today. So that's it for today's video. I really like the way this color turned out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. But before I go, I want to give a special shout out to these people who've been tagging me in their pictures on Instagram and their recreations of some of my past tutorials and my looks, which I love to see, so please continue to keep tagging me. Thanks so much for watching. Until I see you guys next time, I hope you're all doing well. Bye!